Now let's take my advice on this, which I didn't. Go to Arizona and go to New Mexico and go to South Texas. Go there in the wintertime because the summertime is brutal, man. What is going on? Listen, you see that over there across the lake? That's California, the Mojave Desert. I am in Lake Havasu, Arizona. Forgive me for the lighting. I'm not going out in the sun. It's 110 degrees out there. And you know, what's the cliche? Oh man, it's so hot. You could cook an egg on your dashboard or something, right? Right, so I'm gonna go one step better than that. What I got down here I'm gonna show you is I bought a solar oven. And it's a little glass tube with some reflectors, and we're gonna cook some meatball sandwiches in it and see if it really works. So check this out. But let's take a look at this. So this comes in a little bag here. It is a GoSun Solar oven. Okay, so comes with a couple of reflectors. We're gonna slide in there. Comes with a little chunk of frame here that we're gonna put together. Came with a little handy brush to clean this thing out because it looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And the actual oven itself is this. It's a vacuum. It's got a lid that comes off, but it's a vacuumed glass, you know, blown glass with vacuum sealing inside of this round. Comes with a little lid that pops off, and then this little drawer just pops right out like that. And then this sets up. So let me get the plastics together. Let's set this baby up and let's get smoking. All right, so the way this sets up is you get these two little legs, and they've got, one of them's got they got a little kickstand on them, because at some point I think you might be having to adjust this thing, you know, to keep it rocking towards the sun. And to be honest, I can't remember if it sits up this way or sits up this way, but well, you know, I don't think it really matters. So all you do is on the bottom of this, oop, lost the metal. All you do is on the bottom of these, you can see these little slots down here, and they pretty much just rock into the little slits that are in the stove. And you want to set it up with the curve towards it, because that's where we're going to insert our panels in there, and that's what's going to do the cooking for us. All right, so like I said, little Stargate looking unit here. Once you set it on the ground, you can set it this way. It's like I said, it's got little kickstands to set it up however you're going to need it. You're going to aim it at the sun. Then it comes with these little reflective panels here. And what those do is there's slits right in here. And those are just going to slide right down into position. Thusly, so you got a little there. And then this bottom one, same story. It's gonna slide into position up here on the bottom. And now what you got is, as you can see, all the sun's energy is gonna be focused into this tube right here. We're gonna fill this with some green peppers and some meatballs. I'm gonna cut a slice of bread, and we're gonna actually go hit that lake over there for about 20 minutes and let it cook these meatballs. I mean, I don't know exactly how long it's going to take to cook this so far, but we'll find out. So, and then all you do is, once this is full, you're going to slide it in there. Put the cap on. An unknown to me amount of time is going to pass, and your food should be cooked. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a thermometer over. I'm using a raw meatball, so we're just going to check the temperature on it. Once we hit 165, Bob's your uncle, we're eating sandwiches. All right, so rather than getting out cutting boards and doing too much prepping and passing out in this crazy heat out here, I am just gonna use, I got some packaged green peppers here, and I got a pack of meatballs at the Safeway about 3 blocks from Havasu State Park here, and that's how we're going. Like I said, it's just too damn hot out here to stand out here and do any kind of chopping and prepping and stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that out. I'm actually gonna hit it with a little bit of spray. I think this thing's gonna stick like crazy, but let's try to minimize that a little bit. So what I'm gonna end up doing is Taking some of these meatballs, and like I said, these are full-blown raw meatballs. I'll leave a little gap in between them here if I can. Put one down there towards the end. I think 4 ought to make a decent little sandwich. And then in between these little meatballs, I'm going to capture a little bit of this green pepper mix just for a topping. I got my favorite Italian tomato, whole tomatoes. I got a jar of their tomato sauce. We're going to pour over the top of this once it's all coming out of the oven. All right, we got to load it up a little bit. So all that really has to go on now is we're going to slide it into this. See, so this is what fits perfect in there. You know, I was really looking at maybe a kebab. You could probably do a couple of wings in here. Oh, got it in my eye. You could probably do a couple of wings in here. But, I mean, for the most food for the, you know, for the space a lot here, I got a piece of bread over there I'm going to cut open. And we're going to cook these meatballs, and we're going to make a little meatball sandwich. And so all you do is slide it in there like this. This little lid comes back. You stick the little lid on there like so. Whoops. There's a little groove on it. Stick the little lid on there. And pretty much we're ready to go with it. Everything is inside this vacuum tube here. Like I said, the sun is going to come up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go walk it over here and set it on the hibachi grill they have here for us. And then I'll grab the camera and I'll show you what it's looking like. And it should be on its way to cooking. All right, so what I've done is I set her up on the hibachi here. And we are aiming just out that way. Pretty much the setting sun. You know, this is about a 5 o'clock sun, but you know, like I said, it's 110 out here currently. So I don't think this should really have a problem. I'm gonna go take a dip in this lake, come back in about 20 minutes. We'll stick a thermometer in there and we'll see where we're at. Let's take a peek at what we got going on in here. So what I'm gonna do is snag this little lid off, and oh, there's steam coming out of there, bud. Let's pull this little tray out. Take a peek at these meatballs. I mean, that one got a little, this one in here, oh, and there got a little brown on it. So let's take a peek at, let's throw a thermometer in there. Let's see what we got here. 206 degrees. So, I mean, the truth is that this little peppers and onion juice in the bottom down there, that first meatball, 195 degrees. I mean, so the thing is this little solar oven is actually working real good out here. I threw those meatballs in there and went for a dip in the lake. 25 minutes, came back at about the half-hour mark and checked these, and bam, they look pretty good. So I'm going to cut a piece of bread, open that sauce, stack them on a bun, see what food tastes like cooked by the sun. Alrighty. So I moved over to the shade. Hopefully you can still see the video. One thing I will say is maybe these ends on this little thing aren't sealed because there seems to be some grease in there. And I think, you know, I would expect steam and stuff like that, but all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw these meatballs. I mean, look at this meatball right here at the end. That thing got good and toasted, you know? I mean, you're not getting great light under here. I apologize. Like I said, it is brutal out there. Big fat meatballs. They're most definitely cooked all the way through. And that was at like 30 minutes. They've been out there like 35 minutes now while I got this bread and stuff ready, but scrape together these little peppers. Throw them peppers on top of it. Get you a little tomato sauce. Shake that up a bit. Just a drop of tomato on there. I'm not transporting any mozz or anything like that right now. Just didn't have room in my fridge for that kind of right now. But I do got a little bit of parm in there from some pasta I have. So I'm going to fill that one up with a little Parmesan cheese. All right, so meatball sandwich cooked in a solar oven. The link for this should be in the description. I think this one's currently showing $50. This is a cheap one, man. They go up to like 300 bucks, but I think I got this one on sale a little cheaper. Just keep your eye on it. And half hour, peppers and meatballs. Beautiful. I appreciate y'all watching. Check this video out that's up here in this corner. It's gonna be good. I don't know what it is yet exactly, but you know how it is. Appreciate y'all. Take it easy.